Hello and welcome to this new section of organization development and the first lecture of that in this course on how to become an excellent HR generalist. So in this section we will give you in-depth understanding of how can you do the organizational development from a HR and from an excellent HR perspective, HR generalist perspective, and build a great career in HR. And in this particular lecture, we're going to talk about two things. First, let's come to some common understanding of what do we mean by organization development. And the second thing we will talk about is what does organization development involve? What does it really require you to do? So, what do you think? What is organizational development? Any thoughts from a HR perspective? What do you think is organization development? Any thoughts? So we have for you an interesting definition of organization development. So it's a process. It's a process that's critical for the growth and survival and sustainability of any organization. It's a science-based process. It has certain principles, and based on the principles, you can repeatedly achieve the same results, good results. So it basically what it does, it helps any organization build the capacity to change. Organizations need to change. The environment changes constantly. And to remain sustainable, organization needs to change. And what this organization development does is it helps organization build capacity to change and achieve greater effectiveness. How? By developing, improving, and reinforcing. Developing, improve, and reinforcing three things: strategies, structures, and processes. So, organization changes. As a result of that, you need to change strategies, structure, and processes. And this is what organization development helps you do that. So, what does organization development involve as a whole process? We get some idea that it would involve probably strategy, structure, and processes, and development, improvement, reinforcing of that. What does it include? Anything else? So, I have for you the 7S framework that is extremely useful for uh, looking at what does organization development involve. It involves first, let's start with it involves, as you see here, seven elements: shared values, strategies that would have been no brainer or no guess required, structures, systems. Systems includes processes. So those three we kind of had defined earlier in the definition. Then includes other things like styles, staffing, and skilling that is required to achieve the organization development. And then there are specific things in each of these that shared value would mean what are the principles that will help for the organization to achieve its goals. Why should we do what we do and the way we should do that? It helps you answer those questions. Strategies answer the question what should you do to solve the specified business problem or achieve the business objective. So you have business problems that likely to come up in next couple of years, or you have certain objectives. So what should you do to achieve those objectives and solve the problem? What structure should you have to execute the strategy, right? What systems, what processes, systems that will help you implement the strategies on a sustainable basis? What is the right level? What is the right cultural values in terms of style and leadership styles that are relevant for you to achieve your strategy and make those changes that you need to achieve your goals? What kind of staffing do you need? And finally, what are the skills that are necessary for your staffs to have that can help all of you, all the people achieve the organizational goals that we have? So that is what the organizational development involves. So what do we do in the next module? So in the next module, we will answer the questions directly. Is that what can you do as an HR generalist in organizational development? Organization development is a kind of a general management work in which the CEO of the company would take the lead. The question is, and various people, including the various functional leaders, would play their individual roles. And so would your HR leader would also play the role. So the question that is, as a HR generalist, what is it that you can do in each of these elements to help organization achieve its goal, remain sustainable, and become growth and grow profitably and sustainably over a period of time? So that's what we will do in the next module. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture of organization development in this course on how to become an excellent HR journalist. I hope you're continuing to learn something new, continuing to enjoy, and I look forward to see you again in the next lecture.